Well then, let us continue. It may sound weird. I actually woke up with the desire to continue playing the dark mod. We are playing the dark mod with the monoclass. So let's see what this mod has in store. I knew it wouldn't be popular series, and yesterday somebody wrote me and said that this looks old, clunky, and not motivational, and they were not sure what this was about anyway. So I told them, if you don't like this, you don't have to watch this. Nobody's making you watch this. There is uh, it's not about the hell mod, but I do speak about it, of course, while I'm playing. But mainly, I thought this would be about giving my point of view on the said modding in general, and in particular on. I'd like to share my thoughts on the Hell 2, what I see, how I see this, how I feel. What? Oh, there's a glitch with the wall. Very strange. Though, why am I surprised? Oh, do you see that? Actually, they hide the hidden inside the barrels. Oh man, was that even something? Was that another feature I took from this mod? It's kind of embarrassing at this point. I see a lot of things that I took from the dark mod, or just copy pasted, or they were inspired by the mod of the dark. A lot of accuracy. But I think for people, old timers of the Hell mod who play, like, I think there might be people who play since 2007. Version 1.0 was released in September or October 2006, but mainly public. The mod was publicly available since like 2007, and it got more publicity since late 2007. Uh, Actually, what I wanted to say is for people who have been around for 10 plus years, this actually may be not very boring experience having me speak about this in the background. Or maybe they will actually watch this. I think uh, that I will finish my playthrough. I hope I will finish it. Then I will. What's the right word for this? There we go. I need to Google a word in English. Um, hmm, right. I guess I'll just use more primitive language. So I think I'll finish the playthrough, create a playlist, and I will announce this playlist. And as I do, I'll probably just explain what this playthrough is about, what to expect. That it's mainly about me talking in the background about different things connected to this mod and to my mod. Telekinesis. Mm-mm. Infuriating text. So, level 15. Ah, that's too much arrows. think the Dark has the modified pictures for items. They didn't really take from elsewhere or didn't draw them on their own. And these quote unquote new pictures for items are consisting of parts of other items. Like this axe seems to be having a shaft from a different weapon and it's recolored. Uses different color. Or just its original. No, it doesn't look like original shaft from this weapon. I recognize the blades, but the shaft really seems to be from somewhere else. This bow also has uh, some decoration parts gone. I think they had the metallic parts, and now it's mostly wood. This is modified too, and they used item pictures that were not used by Hellfire, but they were in the archives of the game, of the expansion. It feels unnatural that I have to pick up gold manually. I can't get used to this. See, the animation is so smooth when he swings axe, but the frames are so many that you can't have him wield at this speed by default. So when we did that for the Hell mod, where Monarch can wield axe pretty much every type of weapon, uh, we had to programmatically cut certain frames to arrive at about 9 frame attack. When he attacks on frame 9, it's the speed at which warrior attacks with his sword or mace. Attack frame 8 is considered ultra fast. It's the speed of assassin in the Hell one. with her swords and flails. And this is, I think, attack frame 8. In Hellfire 101, I think they reduced melee attack unarmed to 7 frames, and it kind of looked choppy. You didn't see his leg go up in the air on the last frame, and it looked wrong. I think they just did what they did, and he attacks on 8th frame here, which I salute completely. Maybe I should do the same and prevent that broken unarmed attack from the in Hell 2 from happening with all monarch classes. Oops, broken again? Yeah, it's somehow broken. I wonder if level kind of morphed when I loaded it, because it doesn't really look like a normal like a normal architecture. The rooms like this, they don't have doors where you see them right now. And the map shows a different type of room, the one that it should have been. So this is morphing going on. Well, it's gonna be last level of catacombs now. I wonder if we can do this without restarts in a trap chest. I am also not used to music resets when you load game on the same level, or when you just transition within the same level types. Oops. What's that damage? Whoa, 1522. Very nice. Not bad. Those sounds from Hellfire. Awful. Lots of shrieks, squeaks, and high-pitched sounds in general. That's such an eyesore. Oh, look! Goat, winged goats. Who is that? That's Garbadewik. Oh, Garbadewik is like this. Damn, they just. I think they will make me want to use the rage. Uh, and I get 5 damage extra. and they knock me back out of my light. Another thing I just can't seem to get used to is um, I don't see the timer for rage. That's confusing. Don't knock me back there. Uh, Oops. Hmm. Do they show me what it gives? No, you don't even have the description for. Just scroll of rage, and what it does. Good luck finding out. They killed me quick without the rage. That's for sure. Uh, so far, it's going not too bad. No, 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 no. Ow. Why are you so many? I think I remember they had some 15 minions with boss always. And this is exactly why they don't use boss packs early on till like level 4 or something. Maybe even level 5. Ah, and for single player, that's too much. With the Hell 1, I was using more progressive solutions, but in the dark mode, guess what? They didn't even add additional sectors for the executable, and they had to work within the confined code space. In the Hell 1, I was able to limit the boss pack size, so it had like 8 or 7 minions in single player and 15 in multiplayer. But it looks like they didn't have either idea or space for code. You have to set the check. Okay. Well, that cannot be good. The check would be if If multiplayer, set boss pack 15, then jump to next. Set uh, boss pack to 7. It goes like this in the assembler.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
And in the Hell 2, it's a lot more complex than that, I think. It depends on dungeon level, the difficulty mode, and it's different for single and multiplayer. It follows a formula actually.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Ah, so I need to sell cape, mail, and sword.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Why is it so loud? I don't want to level up loud. Nice. It was too loud.
Oh, what can I do for you?
I can only hope that what I was speaking about wasn't muted by the game. Cape mail, sword. Oh, that's a lot of money.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Would you look at this? A bow. That's not bad for this mod.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Longbow. Now we're talking. That's a lot better. Picture is ugly as fuck. 2 to 8. And only 40 decks. Very nice. So I think we have Garbat to take on. Let's see how bad Garbat is. He is gonna be real bad. Huh. Wait. How do you set? Can you? Oh, right. Okay. There goes our guy. Time to fure. Oh, come on. Come on. And I think I'll use it again to let me. And maybe I shouldn't have. Just maybe. Mm. I still have no amulet. Oh, and it resets. Right. See, when I load the game, I'm not under Fury anymore. Under Rage. That's the way it worked. We fixed a lot of things with the Rage spell. A lot of things. I think the last thing I fixed was a month ago, or maybe 2 months ago. It's when you die under Fury, and when it ends, and life is set to minimum of 1, and you begin regenerating life and mana. And the corpse would disappear. So that was the last fix that I wrote. First fix was somewhere in 2007 or so. 14 years. Mm. Yeah, I think I'll go 99. How is it 99? This is really strange. But I spent my rage. I also want to say fury. And I got no rage. So I'll have to go back. The speed at which they move in the dark is just ridiculous. I guess they made it so that it's more difficult to chase kite and monsters, but I don't see how it's fun. I can. I'm sure that it doesn't depend on difficulty, whereas in the Hell one, I gave them kind of more brains on higher difficulties, and they kited you more aggressively. Here, you basically the behavior is identical when you move on second difficulty and third, but the stats of the monsters will be changed. So they'll do more damage, they'll have more hit points, accuracy. Maybe their stun threshold will be higher. Actually, yeah, they will because of the higher level, and so on. I said it. Well, I think during the last when I was recording the last episode that I sometimes I play original Diablo just to see how far behind it's left. Um, But the Dark was last time I played it was many years ago, many maybe 2013 or 14, and I never played Monarch. So comparing original game to the Dark mod, I at this point I can't judge because there are no drastic difficulty differences, but so far by level 8 of the dungeon I can say it's more or less the same. Now this is nothing to sneeze at. 'I am not impressed. What else can I say? 19. It makes me want to go there in caves and see what it's like. Oh, What is this? Nothing unusual. That ring is tickling my brain. My subconscious says, what if it's plus 10? It says you have to go. What? Illusion Weaver? These are perhaps extra challenging. Perhaps. No, no, no. Did you know that illusion weavers, when you stun them and they begin their retreat, and in that retreat state, they gain absolute immunity to all kinds of attacks, melee blows, arrows, and magic. You can't damage them. And I'm not sure about Golem because Golem is monster versus monster fight, but I'm sure about player. There goes the rage. I don't even use this graphic for Axe in my mod anymore. It looks awesome. I remember when I was playing Diablo 1 for the first time in 99. No, it was 98. But 98 I didn't get past like level 2. But in January 99 I went all the way. And I was playing warrior class and I was finding these axes and I thought they looked unbelievably cool. Just finding the next tier items felt great. I would find them and look at them and think, wow, if I get deeper, what else I'm gonna find? You know, those fire clans are not using color translation of original fire clans from Diablo. They look like the fire clans from original Diablo who were having jacuzzi, just got out of a hot water tub. What is this? Oh, you know what? I agree. We got the deal. Also, I think that DFE works the same way it works in the Diablo 1. Meaning it can reduce the damage all the way to 1 point. Maybe. In the Hell, it works differently. It cannot reduce the incoming damage for more than 50%. Just so that you still feel challenged if you have an excess of DFE. Well, that works for melee. For ranged attacks, there are lots of conditions. It's more complex. Wow, 80 points. And I think here's the new spell from the Dark Mod. They got a few spells that feel new and look new. Yeah, that was fast. Indeed. Why was it so fast? Alright, I need to measure the speed of my death with DFE and without it. That's completely ridiculous speed of killing. It's just utterly stupid. Unless it's done on purpose, but I don't know what. Why would you do something utterly stupid on purpose? One can only guess. Alright, now let's try without the helmet. I wasn't even fast enough to drink all the potions. I was using my left hand. There is no chance in hell you can use your mouse to drink pots like that. What? How do you kill this guy? Do you need magic? Oh, I got zero magic resistance. Right. Maybe that would help. What? Dude, you're just broken. Fuck you. I will pay a visit some other time. Ah, elixirs who have the identical look. Alright. Sardamat is either broken or I don't know something, but I can't kill him. So there's no I don't see point in trying. At this point, if I had something broken like this guy in my mod, people would, I think, they just crucify me for that. I always say report bugs, broken things. Hmm. 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 100 armor, and they hit me quite often. Fine, at last. We're out of the bugged levels of catacombs and onto caves. Sorry, that must have been loud. Hit mic. Although I doubt that it's loud. When I checked my videos on YouTube, even though I set the volume to max, I my voice was quite quiet, and I don't know what else to do, but it's set to 100% everywhere. When you are not fast enough to cast a spell, when you're just not fast enough. I actually thought I would just end up um, with a level up. You hear those sounds? And some people ask me, why did you remove the original sounds? Why did you have to replace some of this? Who asked you? Nobody did. You jerk. I cannot think of bad Diablo sounds, but in Hellfire, they really didn't have time to properly come up with the quality content at some point. Some of their work is just excellent, but if they had like 2 months or 2 weeks, what can you do in that time? And then of course it stays for years, and you get criticized for it. So I'd like to say I'm not judging, but if I can change something for the better, I will. '56 armor by default. 55. That's a lot of armor. Let's go and see what this ring is about.
Greeting,
Later.
friend. Stay a while. Listen.
This ring is about lightning resist,
Oh, what can I do for you?
which could have been worse. A blade that gives 17 armor. And you see that? Charm. That's a renamed Berserk. And Berserk would make, if you cast it on a monster which is not a boss, it would rob the monster of ability to tell friend from foe, and they will just attack everything.
What ails you, my friend?
It would also increase their stats, and there was a bug when the stats would overflow because they were limited by byte value, which is maximum 255. But otherwise, there are many bugs associated with monster spawns. The Berserk spell, Fury, it's just one big bug. A festival of bugs. That's it. First the skull. What about hit points? Resistances. Nope, nothing. Everything you need to know is that his name is Festus Skull. That's it. Aha. So there are two bosses. Only one boss pack was invisible. Not only this boss is invisible, he also plays pretend he's just a normal monster until you actually mouse hover him. What a sneaky little bugger. By the way, this type of monster, these pieces of rock that throw magma at you, I think they're most dangerous types of monster in the game of Diablo. They circle you, they have ranged attack, and they have devastating melee attacks, double melee attacks. They actually attack you twice. They hit you twice per attacking in melee. And the gap between their hits is quite low. First attack comes at frame 4, and then second attack comes at frame 9. First attack has less damage but high accuracy, but in second attack it has increased damage. Not sure about accuracy. Something like this. And um, thanks to Monster AI, it doesn't result in them attacking you like Butcher without stopping, but if they did, that would be just slaughter. Depending on how much stun threshold you have. Well, in Diablo, it's quite primitive. It's your level, just character level, all the formula. So the difference could be between life and death is some 3 levels. Like on level 15, you get absolutely murdered by them, and on level 18, they will just be barely able to dent you. Just because you would just not be stopped by these attacks. Or they would hit not as often. But if they hit you and can stun you on each attack, player just can't do anything. These monsters are absolute nightmare. But they didn't make them so that they attacked with much consistency. Maybe on Hell mode, the last tier of them, which I don't remember, Lava Lord or something like that. These the bluish ones. These might cause a lot of trouble, I think. Maybe. But you would never say because it's not like it's not a monster from the last area. I think they even stopped at level 11, and people mostly farm Hell on any difficulty because Hell had high level affixes and they were not modified for second, third difficulty. So usually people would just meet these guys only on first difficulty here where they don't cause trouble. But if you but I think if you want a serious adversary in monsters, you just have to go and see how it feels with low armor against lava lords on Hell. It's gonna be fun. And pretty much the same I could say about lightning demons because lightning demons too have double attacks, but they, uh, I think their attack takes more frames, so their attack gaps are not as small, so they kind of give you more frames time to recover. And these guys, no. With these guys, they just push you against the wall and just start battering you with hits. I played a lot with these guys while I was. You can guess I did a lot of experimenting with monster attacks, speeds, damage, accuracy, a lot of mechanics. If there's anyone in the world, I did that. So in the Hell one in 2007 and 8, I think they were number one force to just kill player, and I had to nerf these guys a lot. There were numerous sessions of nerfing their accuracy, their intelligence, well, the chances of them to actually attack and keep attacking. You gotta be very careful with them because they are number one threat. Unless you do something stupid, of course, you assign like full frame attack to a knight where he just keeps attacking you while his animation cannot result in showing you the sword that goes against you, and he keeps it on the above his head. But that's silly, of course. No, 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 no. Why do I need to kill bosses or monsters? I have barrels. Looks like I got more jewelry from barrels from monsters at this point. Give me more barrels.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
A ring of charm. Attacker takes damage of what? Of guess what? I guess. Well, why not? No, not interested. In revenge? No. I don't need no revenge.
What can I do for you?
You can have your revenge. Not interested. In charm as well. I don't need that shit. Resist all plus 27. Hmm. Not used to these values. And I misclicked the window.
What ails you, my friend?
Also, they got the potion back. Let's see what this is. Zero potions. I think it. Man. How did that work? You had to pick up an item with a potion bag if your inventory belt is full and it goes to back. Yeah, but then you right click and you just pull it out. And it only has one type of potions in there. Well, by today's standards, it's not a good decision. But back then they did what they could. I guess.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Whatever. Nice light bugs. Oh, I think this one was still present in the health tier. Not sure. Alright, magma demons are not really a threat now. It's only the bats that piss me off. It sounds familiar, isn't it? Doesn't it? Alright, level 9 clear, more or less. And now, uh, I was hoping not to see you again. '69. Hmm. 'This almost looks like um, like a sword which is close to end tier, almost. In fact, Claymore's two-handed, and the Dark does not have swords that are two-handed. Again, what's the damage? Wait, what? You know how it's weird? Summed up, this sword needs 90 stats and it's 212, and this one has 80 but it's 612. That's what's up. You'd have to lure me in this mess, of course. There has to be the Anvil of Fury. Hmm. Now that looks better. If I could find a bow like this, which did like plus 100 or more damage, that would help me a lot. Plus 100 would be sort of like 12 to 16. 16 to 12, 20 damage. Mm. Cave Lord. Oh, look at you. I didn't even know you. What? Who are you? Sorry, I had to look at them. I'll do it one more time. So it's the last tier, probably. The one I was telling you about. The the difficult guys. Oh no, I'm not fighting you here. And they made him more difficult. I see their walk speed is increased. That's a bad decision. They are so red. Blood red. Should have been bloodstone actually. Oh no 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 no. This is probably why people can hate mods because of the fucking ugly balance. The difficulty spike can just skyrocket. The tier 3 was so manageable. I didn't really feel him. But this tier 4 is just absolutely more than one is just guaranteed death basically. This has to be the reason why people don't like mods mainly. I remember this year I added a boss monster who guides the anvil, and I didn't mm, adjust his stats according to my formulas, and this obviously resulted in him being uh, overpowered. So whereas everything else is balanced more or less well, there are no difficulty spikes like this here. So he was too difficult, and people were consistently dying on him, and they were just angry and furious and mad at me. Kept saying that I have to nerf him, and then I did, and that madness, being angry, just stopped because now it's just balanced like everything else. But this is the clear example of a monster who is buffed too much. I mean, either every monster has to be on a similar level, or this monster has to be brought down because the difference in difficulty is way too big. Of course, nobody wanted like Iron Man like experience here, but this makes this experience completely impossible. It would only make people mad. I am not getting mad, of course. I'm just looking at this more like from a explorer's point of view. I don't care how many times I die, if I get blocked, stopped, if I have to just reroll. I know sometimes people making fun of me like dying on videos is just ridiculously stupid. It's just that means they don't understand why I do these things. I want to study and understand how it feels. Maybe I can learn something. Maybe I can have fun. At moments like these, I understand these are probably wrong decisions. See, I'm barely able to drink the pots. I'm just unable to fight them. Under fury, I could, but without rage, I'm already helpless. No, that's not really possible. Maybe I can lure them one by one. You can hear how often I block. No, 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 no. Well, that's it. Now they will kill me. I can't even fight one. Wow, I got lucky. It must have been a crit. And five more. I will not be able to fight five more.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. Oh, what can I do for you? search of answers. I sense a soul in search of answers. I sense a soul in search of answers.
Alright, that'll be enough. So I need to attract more of them and lead them here. See, his attack rate's so high that he doesn't give you a chance to just counterattack. There's not enough gap in frames left. The moment I try to attack him back, his next attack catches me and I just block again. My block also seems to be very high. Well, that's it. I think there's only one left.
I need to get this to Griswold.
I wonder what Griswold's gonna give me. Probably. I don't think the rewards differ for class, so probably he'll give me that useless piece of shit sword. Right. The useless piece of shit sword. Tupos. Tuposs. The useless piece of shit sword. Why would I want this on a monarch?
Hello, my friend. Stay a
Well,
while.
because you don't have a choice. Lightning hit damage, which doesn't work. Increased chance to hit. Hell knows what this is. Increased mana regeneration, which you can't see what it is, but it should go faster, right? Yeah. -5 to all attributes. And on any difficulty, it's gonna be this reward.
Oh, what can I do for
I don't
you?
really have to say anything what I think about this. You probably know. Also, for today, I think I got
What can I
tired
do
of
for
this
you?
mod. And I'll continue probably tomorrow. but we're level 18 and we're on level 10 of the dungeon. It looks manageable so far. Will we hit the wall in caves or hell? I don't know. We'll see. So I'll see you next episode.